would protect the interests of both communities and bring them together. After a month, the peace treaty between the two tribes was signed and celebrated with a big feast. During the feast, Jabari gave a speech in which he emphasized that peace begins with a change of hearts, not just the signing of a treaty. That night, the people of both tribes enjoyed the joy of a new beginning with shared meals and dances. After the signing of the treaty, the two tribes decided to build a temple together. This temple would be open to both communities as a symbol of peace and unity. The foundation of the temple was laid by Jabari and a young leader from the neighboring tribe. During construction, members of both tribes worked together to erase the traces of past wars. The construction of the temple progressed rapidly through the joint efforts of people from both tribes. Stones were brought from distant mountains. Trees were cut from the highest forests, and the best craftsmen were selected to build the sacred structure. Jabari and other young leaders closely followed the construction process, while at the same time organizing events to bring the two communities closer together. One day, while working on a construction site, one of the laborers found an ancient object under the soil. The object turned out to be an ancient talisman and was meticulously cleaned. Jabari took this amulet to Zuberi. When Zuberi analyzed the symbols on the talisman, he realized that they were ancient prayers for peace and protection. The discovery of the talisman deeply affected both tribes and was taken as a sign that their ancestors had once lived in peace. When the temple was almost complete, Jabari and the other leaders decided to organize a ceremony to bless the temple. On the day of the ceremony, people from both tribes flocked to the temple with flowers, torches, and various offerings. During the ceremony, Zuberi and a sorcerer from the neighboring tribe together recited ancient prayers and blessed the temple. Members of both communities gathered around the temple and clasped their hands together. This moment of unity symbolized how the ties between the two tribes tightened and a new history was written. The temple became a center that united both tribes. Once the doors of the temple were open to everyone, people began to come there to pray, meditate, or just sit quietly and heal the wounds of the past. Jabari reflected on how his experiences in this process shed light not only on the future of his village or neighboring tribe, but also on the future of the entire region. He realized that peace is consolidated not only with words, but also with actions and faith. One day, Jabari climbed to the top of the temple and looked out over the vast savanna. The land spread out before his eyes, once shadowed by war, now filled with peace and hope. Jabari felt that the spirits of his ancestors were watching this landscape with pride, and he felt a deep sense of peace.